Japan. This is B.LEAGUE action. We are bringing you the SHIMANE Sunju Magic taking on ALVARK Tokyo. And if you can get a look at these rosters today, Sunju Magic, SHIMANE with Shohei Goto, Perrin Buford, Seiya Ando, Nick K, Yasuhiro Yamashita is not here today, but Hiromu Kitagawa, number 6. Number 8, Reed Travis. Ryo Abe, number 8. Kosuke Kanemaru, number 14. Ryosuke Shirahama, number 15. Akihisa Kosaka and Yika Williams. And, of course, the coach is Paul Hanari. So this is game 2 of the quarterfinals between SHIMANE and ALVARK Tokyo. And very excited to be bringing you the action today here from Japan. Of course, the winner of this clash will advance to the semifinals, and boy, this is uncharted territory for SHIMANE. They haven't made it this far in the midst of their best season, and looking to capitalize and advance all the way. Of course, Utsunomiya Brex or Chiba Jets await in the next round. You never want to write off the heart of a champion, though. This ALVARK Tokyo team has been doing the business in recent times, winning the B-League twice, and they come out today with Genki Kojima, number 1, the point guard. Also, Jordan Taylor obviously led them in scoring in game 1. Number 2, wearing number 8, Hirotaka Yoshi, and Shuto Ando, number 9, Zach Baranski, number 10, Seba Saiz, the leading rebounder in the league there, sitting in front of us, number 11. Number 13 is Shohei Kikuchi, number 21, Hen Hiraiwa, number 22, Ryan Rossiter, and Daiki Tanaka, obviously a big part of this team. Reiju Sasakura, the point guard, Alex Kirk, number 53, and Taiki Osakabe, the shooting guard. I thought he had some impressive moments. There he is in game 1. So it's all happening in Japan. The pressure clearly on this team. Without, you see, Ryan Rossiter is with the team today, but he is not able to go again. And they will be missing his end-to-end play. Clearly someone who has been a big part of this team and one of the better players in the competition really in recent seasons. So Luka Pavicevic, the coach, giving the high fives to his players as they come out, and you can see their starting 5: Jordan Taylor, Hirotaka Yoshi, number 8, again Seba Saiz, number 11, 24, Daiki Tanaka, and also Taiki Osakabe in the starting lineup tonight, number 75. So Pavicevic liked the energy and the excitement that Osakabe brought in that opening game, and that, you know, it stands to reason they can ill afford a slow start today against this very powerful SHIMANE team, which really got that great boost from Seiya Ando in game 1, put them on their way at 16 first half points, and was really just gave them a platform to build on. ALVARK Tokyo battled and scrapped away, but weren't able to get the job done, and ultimately suffered a double-digit defeat. So SHIMANE here, the crowd is ready, the fans are ready, the dancers are ready, the announcers are ready, the players are ready, and we hope that you're ready wherever you're watching. This is the B-League Championship. So it doesn't get any better than this. The show also very big, and you remember the post-game remarks from Paul Hanari after the opening game. He was just thrilled with the way his team came out wearing, this game face, but also pleased that they had that incredible support from these people, all wearing the blue, making noise constantly. They're still masked up. Obviously, COVID's still a threat around the world, but it's great to have the fans back in the arenas, and the fans are certainly a huge part of what this team has done this season. Nick K coming out, and you also saw Genki Kojima, Nikkei coming out, and you also saw Shohei Goto, number 6, again Kitagawa. Reed Travis comes off the bench. This team shot it much better from three-point range in the opening game. Reed Travis was a big part of that. Perrin Buford, of course, one of the leading players in the competition. Second leading scorer, second leading assist man, just a handful. So again, it's going to be Paris Buford in that starting 5, along with Seiya Ando. Also, Reed Travis in the starting 5 tonight, not Nikkei. Number 15, Ryosuke Shirahama, and Nyika Williams. Well, it doesn't matter who plays, when they play. These guys have merited their place in this team, and they will be a big part of what they want to do to get anything done here today. And there he is, Paul Henare, the New Zealander, as this Shimane team is in uncharted territory. And it just felt like, not only did his team make shots in the last game, they just seemed to be a step quicker. They seemed to be at the right place at the right time. They had the right mental approach. The physicality was there when it needed to be. And again, looking at that starting 5, we'll start with Shimane on the left. Number 8, Reed Travis, Williams, 28, Buford, number 2, Shirahama, 15, and Seiya Ando, number 3. And of course, on the right for ALVARK Tokyo, Jordan Taylor. And before we go through that, Daiki Tanaki as well. Tanaki wears number 24 and Ando 3, and that was the output in the first game. Of course, Ando scoring all 16 of his points in the first half. Well, hello everybody. We are underway here in Japan, the B-League Championship Game 2 between Shimane in the blue and ALVARK Tokyo in the white. And Seiya Ando, who was so good early on, gets it over to Buford. Might not wait as long today to get his first points. He puts it up and misses. Size, again, they need him to be a bigger rebounder than he was in that first game, and he already has his first tone has to be set early for this ALVARK Tokyo team. They do not want to be playing catch-up basketball against Seiya Ando, Perrin Buford, and Shimane. And Size went in looking to throw it down and was kept away from the rim. He went crashing to the hardwood and to the corner, and Shirahama misses. Ball goes out of bounds. And Tanaka has it. So already a lively start, to put it mildly. Tanaka. Size takes the handoff. Remember, he was the MVP of the finals last year. Shot clock winding down, and the three-pointer is good from the young man, the 23-year-old Osakabe. And Pavicevic again liking what he saw from the young man. Now the turnover from Buford. And Size has it taken away by Buford. Felt like he was fouled. Looks at the referee, but he's got to get back and play defense. Players getting tangled up there. Intensity level looks a little higher than it did in game 1, and Reed Travis gets in there and aggressively goes to the basket where he is fouled. Great drive by Travis, who doesn't settle for the jumper. He goes right at Yoshi. And Yoshi picks up his first foul. Difficult player to contain, Travis, because as we saw in game one, he can stretch the defense. He can hit that three-pointer, but he's also able to put the ball on the deck and get to the basket. And he makes both free throws for the first 2 points of the game for SHIMANE. Osakabe left open, looks good. Oh boy, how in the world did that not stay down? That was a good looking shot from Osakabe. Now Travis, goodness me, just powers his way up. And doesn't matter if Seba's size was there, he went right at him. And after a brightish start with that defensive rebound by Sice, he's run into some problems. Tanaka. Off the back of the iron, Travis swoops in, gets the rebound. And much like Pavicevic seemed to pull the right strings by starting Osakabe, Travis's insertion to the starting lineup has been a plus. And good rebound, taking it away. Jordan Taylor, Williams will be upset. He passes it back outside. Tanaka for three. And the ball bounces over the backboard. Taylor and ALVARK Tokyo more than happy to get deep into the lane, pass it back outside for an attempt from three-point range. Ando, Travis, Taylor, who rebounds it well for point guard, and you can see he's got some big-time game in him. Great hands. Great strength by Taylor. Look like they're going to take the basketball away. Shirahama. So Taylor getting the benefit of that call. Alex Kirk is going to check into the game. And again, a little bit of adjustment. Early substitution, 3.5 minutes in. You could feel the competitive zeal in that man right there at the line. He is ready to go. Although he misses the first free throw, that's going to upset him. Size takes a seat to make way for that man, Alex Kirk. And crowd trying to make some noise to put Taylor off his shot, and he gets one of two. Falls over Tanaka. Guilty of the trip. First foul on Tanaka. Feels like Pavicevic got his message across to his players. They look like the sense of urgency is there from the off today. Simply no margin for error against this very solid, loaded SHIMANE team, who again trying to reach the semis for the first time. And Alex Kirk, boy, not sure what the big fella was doing, dribbling around, and Shirahama fouled by Taylor in the open floor. Well, probably not a good idea for Kirk to be dribbling around. Maybe needs to get it a little bit closer to the basket rather than trying to dribble it into the lane. Buford makes the bounce pass. Taylor read it beautifully. Takes it the other way. Oh, what a bounce pass by Taylor! The steal, the fast break, and following that, the bounce pass for the assist. Yoshi puts ALVARK Tokyo back in front. Williams can't get it to drop. Oh, what a play. What a play. Beautifully done by ALVARK Tokyo to go up by 4 points, 8-4. And anytime you're going to get good looks like that, and Kirk, I'm not sure if that qualifies as an alley-oop because his feet were still on the ground, but he did very well to quickly get the ball up. So they head over to the bench. A timeout called by SHIMANE. Osakabe's first three-pointer was good. And then great read there by Taylor, anticipating the bounce pass and then delivering one of his own to Yoshi, who flushed it home. Terrific, terrific start. And the way that Sides started, it looked good, but Kirk has come right in. Pavicevic spotting something immediately, and Sides is going to go back into the game when play resumes. So Reed Travis. That was the play that Pavicevic decided he needed to get Sides out of the game. Nick Kay also will be entering the contest. You'd like to ask what it was for these coaches as they made their final decisions to go with their starting lineups today. And of course, we're always used to seeing the outstanding Kosuke Kanemaru come off the bench. Remember, he was excellent in that first half the other night, scoring 13 points in game one. Travis has it, puts it on the deck, goes right at Kirk, misses, and Kay not able to rebound it away from Tanaka, who has looked lively himself. He brings it up the floor. So, Twin Towers, in fact, out there right now for ALVARK Tokyo with Size and Kirk. Osakabe, oh, beautifully done by Osakabe. He is just so silky smooth, isn't he? He has improved so much this season. Tom Hovass, are you watching? You have to be excited about his prospects for the Japan national team. Reed Travis from deep. Boy, he just oozes with quality. Tanaka drifts in. Oh, beautifully done by Tanaka. This just looks like a completely different ALVARK Tokyo team today. And now the moving screen called on Nick Kay. Tanaka dancing around back outside to Kirk, and he was wide open. Didn't want to pass that up. Now Travis Travis goes right at Kirk. And Kirk, well, able to get his hand on the ball to prevent the putback, but not able to get possession. And Osakabe called for the foul. Osakabe, maybe when he gets a little bit older, he's going to get the benefit of that call, but right now it's Ando. He drills it. Both free throws good by Seiya Ando, so Kirk and Tanaka now out of the game. Taylor back to Sice and drills the three, boy, and that might have to be a rethink over there in that bench for Shimane about leaving Sice open. He can definitely hit that three. I'm not sure if that was by design. K gets it to Travis. Oh boy, Travis surrounded, but is still able to get the ball up and in. Taylor pulls up just behind the stripe, and K with the rebound. And the pass to Travis. Well, they are struggling to contain Reed, Travis. Seiya Ando spotting him. Does a great job catching the basketball. Williams comes back in, as well as Ryo Abe making his entry onto the court, number 13 for Shimane. And I have to say that Travis, the best player on the court right now for this Shimane team. He is locked in. He comes out, makes way for Perrin Buford. Great atmosphere here in the Matsui City Gymnasium. And Yoshi takes the shot, but the foul called before that. Excuse me, the foul on Yoshi. So it's Taylor, Yoshi, Ando, Sice, and Osakabe on the court. So Ando hoping to get on track. Don't even think about coming onto the court in this game if you're not mentally ready and locked in and ready to play quick and with physicality. And the three-pointer by Kanemaru. Here's Taylor. Kanemaru had 13 points in the opener. Size tried to answer with the three. Now Buford kicks it to K on the right, and the three-pointer is good. And suddenly the wind is in the sails of Shimane, and Pavicevic feels the game changing and does the right thing, I think, by getting a timeout. Well, it's all about shot making. We saw Size miss his shot, and right at the other end, Nick K hits his. Also saw Kanemaru hit his three. ALVARK Tokyo were leading 15-13, but now back-to-back threes. And Kanemaru, after missing the runner, it just goes to show the importance of the offensive rebound. And then, of course, Nick K followed that up with a three of his own. Plenty of magic, certainly, for Kanemaru. So Size was able to hit this three, and he didn't hesitate when he was open again, but he missed his second attempt. And with that three-point shot, boy, when it starts falling for SHIMANE, they are able to go on a run. And the problem you got when you got some of those bigs out there for SHIMANE, kind of close down the lane, but then you might leave the three-point shooter open. They know where to go to the spots. All of them can shoot it, probably with the exception of, I don't know, they can all shoot it. Now Size hands it off. Tanaka. Bounce pass. Size passes up the shot from the elbow. Tanaka for three. Crowd had wanted a travel. And also you can see Paul Henare talking to the ref, thinking there was a 3-second violation that should have been called. Nikkei, and wow, Yoshi really putting the pressure on him, and Pavicevic, well, he has to accept it. There was the body contact. Watch. Yeah, just a little too much contact there by Yoshi. ALVARK Tokyo, that's 3 fouls now on Yoshi. So Coach Pavicevic says, stick to him like glue, but then don't shove him out of the way. So Zach Baransky makes an earlier appearance tonight than he did before. And Alex Kirk back in the game. Ryan Rossiter doing what he can as he observes from the bench, from his coaching credentials. Very frustrated, unable to come out and play in this quarterfinal series. We're back to a 20-18 lead after the 1 of 2 effort. Baransky missing with the turnaround. Not sure that was the shot his team was looking for, or what Pavicevic was looking for. About a 3.5-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. Perrin Buford dribbling and gets it off just in the nick of time. Oh boy, unbelievable. Yoshi almost, that was Ando almost making a critical mistake, saving the ball in bounds, but right to SHIMANE, but they miss the jump shot. At the end of one, SHIMANE on top 20-18 over ALVARK Tokyo. Well, here's a look back at some of the first quarter highlights. Reed Travis coming out, having a great start, 11 points in the first quarter. He played 7 minutes and 37 seconds. So those 11 points lead the way. Also, Nick Kay has 4 points, 3 points for Kanemaru, his three-pointer, and then 2 for Ando. And Tanaka also came out and Tanaka'd some down from three-point range. He has 5 points, as does Osakabe, to lead the scoring. Seiba Sais has that three-pointer, and Yoshi also has a basket. Second quarter action underway here in the Matsui City Gymnasium. Okay, rebounds a miss. Size. Here is another three attempt, and Kanemaru a little off. Shimane decisive winners in game one, but they are facing a team with renewed spirit and vigor today, and Kirk goes in and not only scores, but they give him a foul. Give a foul to Williams, so he will go to the line. And you saw, look at the reaction from Kirk after he scores. Watch this. He looked right at Williams. And they're going to give him another free throw attempt. Kirk kind of hesitated as Kay got into the line. And he does indeed make the free throw. Buford has yet to score. It's only a matter of time before that happens, and he has turned it over a couple of times as well. Kanemaru, the bounce pass to Williams. Gets it back to Kanemaru for three. And that's impressive rebound by Sais. Reminds you of the first one that we saw at the beginning of the game. And Buford reaches in and commits the foul. And again, that's an easy call for the ref with the reach. First foul on Perrin Buford, who's not frustrated, but a little bit annoyed. You can feel that he hasn't really gotten a foothold in the game. Ando. Three-point shot off the back. There's Sais. And Sais fouled. Nope, traveling. Or no, I think they might have called the hook. So second foul, in fact, not the travel, because of the hooking, and Osakabe comes back in. How long will it be before we see Jordan Taylor back out there? Well, ALVARK Tokyo, maybe as long as they're leading, he's going to get a breather. And Buford short. So from ALVARK Tokyo standpoint, that is a welcome development. They've got Buford under control right now. Baranski. Osakabe. Gets it to Tanaka. Kirk sets the pick. He rolls. Left open at the elbow, so he takes it and makes it. He has got that competitive spirit today, doesn't he? Alex Kirk. McKay. Now to Williams. And Williams can't control it, goes out of bounds. And Alex Kirk just playing with so much fire today. So Jordan Taylor comes back in. It's interesting who he replaces. Okay, Yoshi also comes back. Yoshi out, rather. And you've got Other substitutions as well. Shirahama back into the game. Reed Travis back into the game. I'm really interested to see how they can cope with the presence of Travis because ALVARK Tokyo weren't able to really cope with him in that first quarter when he had the 11 points. Osakabe for three. He misses, but again, good-looking player, this Osakabe. Keep an eye on him. Buford gets in, passes it back outside to Travis. Jordan Taylor on him. Look how big Travis is out on the perimeter. Buford spins, has it taken away by Taylor. Excellent play, now up ahead on the break. They're going to get an easy one. Tanaka. And Hanari does not like how this game is going and has to burn another timeout. And it's all because Buford, well, he has been solved, so to speak, and Taylor with those excellent quick hands. And then, of course, they get it up to Tanaka for the easy one. 25-20, ALVARK Tokyo, a completely different looking ALVARK Tokyo has showed up to play today. Look at Kirk. Every time he makes a shot, he is letting out he's bursting with emotion. "30 years of age, Tanaka, and as good as ever. You can see 7 points. He's got 3 assists today already. He's also got a steal. He has come focused, laser focused. I think any coach wanting to see how you're supposed to come back out after after being manhandled in a game 1 defeat should study everything about this ALVARK Tokyo team today. And it would be fascinating again to talk to Coach Pavicevic because he has got his players' attention. They are honed in on the task at hand. And this is not going to be easy at all for Shimane to get a sweep. So coming out of the timeout, Ando, Travis. I suppose you don't want him to be open for a 3, and you definitely don't want him down low because he's been productive down there. So make him take a mid-range jump shot. Maybe he got a better chance. Tanaka, meanwhile, comes down and looks comfortable. Their biggest lead of the game, 7 points. ALVARK Tokyo, the 2-time B-League champions, hoping to get back into this to level it. And Travis this time gets a long rebound. Wow. Ando takes a very difficult shot and makes it. Had a hand in the face. Tanaka over to Saiz, wide open. Look, how many times have we seen some wide open looks for this ALVARK Tokyo team? Ando over to Buford. Will this be the first points? And they have not gotten what they need so far from Buford, and Ando reaches in, Ando, and commits the foul. Well, there's no doubt that Ando got all ball there, but Osakabe alertly with the reach was able to contort his body and snap his head back and get the foul called. So Buford goes out, Nick Kay comes in. So far the line on Buford, no points, 0 for 4, and 3 turnovers. He does have a steal and 1 assist, 1 rebound. Osakabe. Back to size. Will it be a second three of the game? Yes, it will. Well, we are seeing some quality play from this ALVARK Tokyo team. 32-23. Travis. And Taylor lets it go out of bounds. This ALVARK Tokyo team looks absolutely supremely confident that they're going to get a win on the road today. I mean, you can just see it. That's a real credit to Pavicevic. Taylor gets it over to Osakabe, who drives in. Now they pass it around quickly. Osakabe fakes it. Now the shot clock winding down. It's going to be a tough shot. Good defense. And Yoshi got it off too late. So timeout on the court, 32-23, ALVARK Tokyo on top. Hitting back strong after that game one defeat yesterday. Tanaka has been excellent for ALVARK Tokyo. He's got 9 points. Size has been, after kind of a shaky start, has settled down. He's got 8 points, 4 rebounds. Size has hit 2 of 3 from three-point range. Well, if there is a game 3, it will be played tomorrow on Monday, 19:05 local time in Japan. And you know, the Shimane team, Paul Hanare, does not want to see this go to a game 3. They want to get it done, but also fully cognizant of the fact that it's not going to be easy today, and no signs of weakness mentally in this ALVARK Tokyo team. I think that is maybe the most impressive aspect of what we have witnessed so far here in the Matsui City Gymnasium. Action, Kanemaru again, bounce past K, goodness me, goes in and dunks it, doesn't want to make any mistake about that one staying out. Taylor in the right corner. Size goes to work. Great rebound down low by Yoshi. Three-point shot is good from Osakabe. Boy, put that name in bright flashing lights. He has been terrific. 8 points for Yoshi. Driving in, tough shot for Ando. Now Taylor explodes the other way and makes the right decision, pump fake, and no need to hurry up the shot. Ball passed back out to the perimeter. Osakabe again. And the reach and the foul. Kanemaru. Oh, no doubt. You can't reach over and grab a driving player like that and not be whistled for a foul. You see how ALVARK Tokyo come out today, and you wonder where they were in game one. It is a different team today. I would not have given them much of a chance of winning this contest. The way things unfolded in game one, and especially the way that SHIMANE played. Perrin Buford back in the game, and Alex Kirk also. So will Perrin Buford be able to assert himself and define the form that he needs to be at for the SHIMANE outfit to come back from this double-digit deficit? Osakabe, 10 points. Here's Buford. He hasn't scored yet. Drives in and losing it out of bounds. Great defense by Kirk. Great defense. Bad turnover from Osakabe. And Kay might have got away with a charge. Nope, I think they've called it. The late whistle. Kind of an exaggerated fall, but indeed, I thought it was a charge. It was just called late, and Osakabe doing a good job of getting those fouls called on the opposition. So Ando gets it over to Sice. Oh, beautiful bounce pass. And good recovery defensively at first, but then a foul was called, but it's going to be a tough reverse layup that Kirk was going to have to make. Look at this. So they called the foul on Williams. It was a ticky-tack foul. So Kirk goes back to the line and makes the first. Just one of two made by the center. And just under 2.5 minutes remaining for SHIMANE to turn things around here in the first half. Buford pauses, surrounded, passes Ando off target. Tanaka. Kirk gets it over to Ando. Flies in, lays it up and in. The biggest lead of the game now, 15 points. What a turnaround in this series, folks. K for three. Long. Tanaka gets it over to Osakabe. I mean, they are laying the wood right now to SHIMANE. They have completely dominated here in the second quarter. They've outscored SHIMANE 23-5, and there's Kurtz keeping it alive, going up, and he's fouled again. Or no, they have not called the whistle. Sorry, he just scores with the putback. No, they have indeed called the foul. So this was Ando. Look at Kirk get inside, and he is sky high emotionally. And all of that confidence that SHIMANE was playing with has just disappeared. And Travis comes back in, the team trailing by 17 points here in front of the home crowd. Kanemaru. I mean, the good thing for Paul Henari's team is that halftime is coming quickly so they can regroup, but they don't want to fall behind any further. It has been a nightmare scenario They've been outscored 24-5, 25-5, and look at Kirk. He is bound and determined not to let the opposition get into the lane early from a rebounding standpoint. A little bit of gamesmanship there, I think. Here's Buford. And again, just having a nightmare. Buford is going from a difficult game to a nightmare game for him. He hasn't scored. And you're talking about one of the best players in the B-League. Oh, dangerous dribble. And they're almost losing it. Now Tanaka explodes. And there's Kirk for the putback. Unreal performance today from ALVARK Tokyo. Breathtakingly good. Shimane as a club, remember, have not been in this position before. ALVARK Tokyo, even though you've had some players, new players that have come into the frame. You know, the likes of Seiss won the championship last year with Chiba Jets, and as a club, ALVARK Tokyo and Pavicevic have won the B-League. And they do not want their season to end today. Ando. Osakabe all over him, and the foul called. Shimane led it 20-18 at the end of the first quarter, but this second frame has been all ALVARK Tokyo. Finally, Shimane see the basketball go through the hoop here in the second quarter. Just 7 points now for them in this second quarter. If you're just tuning in and wondering how much Shimane are leading by, well, you've got another thing coming. It is a different game today. ALVARK Tokyo in command. And it's not just one or two players. It is everybody. It's on the same page. They are bringing the intensity, the focus. Well, if you're watching and you're a fan, I mean, you know, ask yourself, would you rather be in the position right now of Shimane up 1-0, or would you rather be ALVARK Tokyo, who are down 1-0 in this series, but leading 45-27 in hostile territory and looking like the better team? And Paul Hanari has coached in a lot of big games in his career, and he will have an idea of how to turn this thing around, but boy, it is going to be tough. Game clock down to 10 seconds in the first half. It's go time. Osakabe is going to put it on the deck. He's going to pull up for three. Kirk kept it alive, and he was trying to get a foul called right at the end, so he's getting up rather slowly, feeling it on his hip. Hopefully, from his standpoint, ALVARK Tokyo's standpoint, he's going to be okay. It is ALVARK Tokyo leading it 45-27 at halftime over Shimane. Well, it's been a ALVARK Tokyo coming out. Osakabe showing that he was going to be a factor today by drilling that early three-pointer. Karen Buford trying to deliver the bounce pass, but then Taylor reaching and stealing it and passing it up ahead to Yoshi on the break for ALVARK Tokyo. Tanaka getting it to Alex Kirk, of course, player that won 2 B-League championships along with Tanaka. And they've been in this position before. Reed Travis coming out and drilling the three. And Kanemaru taking advantage of the offensive rebound and putting it back up and in from three-point range. But Buford, they have held him in check. He did find Nick Kay for the three-pointer. And Tanaka, again, twice a B-League champion. Sei Ando guarding the perimeter out there. Sei Ando is in that second team that won the ALVARK team that won the B-League championship. And again, Taylor, just terrific. There was Tanaka getting out on the break. And Ando was able to hit a very difficult three-pointer. But the second quarter really was one-way traffic. Other than the odd basket for Shimane. It was ALVARK Tokyo outscoring them 27-7. And Osakabe just oozes with talent, with potential. He's got 10 points, 2 of 4 from three-point range. And Shuto Ando getting in. And also Baranski has tasted that championship success with ALVARK Tokyo, not to mention Luka Pavicevic. So just a different story all the way around today. Hasn't necessarily just been the three-point shooting, although they do have one more three and they're shooting at 38.5%. Look at the defense and the impact that it's had on Shimane, Susanoo Magic, who are just 4 of 19, 21.1% inside the arc. They have been active defensively, ALVARK Tokyo, and it's reflected in that shooting percentage. And they've also been very good on the boards. 5 of their 22 rebounds coming on the offensive glass. Shimane actually have 6 offensive rebounds, but just 17 overall. ALVARK have 12 more points in the paint. And of course, they had a huge scoring run of 13 points. $15 points coming from the bench. Just 9 bench points for Shimane. Travis, I mean, the way he started it, everything looked good. But he and Kirk each with 13 points. Osakabe has 10, also with Kirk on ALVARK Tokyo. And Tanaka has 9. Sei Ando, the former ALVARK Tokyo champion, just 5 points. And Nick Kay, who came off the bench, has 4. Looking at the rebounds, Taylor 6, Kirk 5, and Size 4 for ALVARK Tokyo. Kay and Williams each with 4 rebounds. Reed Travis with 3. Well, there can be no let up in intensity for this ALVARK Tokyo team because there is enough quality in this SHIMANE outfit that can come back. And I don't anticipate intensity being a problem for ALVARK Tokyo. They look supremely focused. So Seiya Ando will be feeling a little bit of pressure here as the second half gets underway at the Matsui City Gymnasium. Reed Travis gets it and goes right in and has a chance for a three-point play. And probably the player of the game for SHIMANE. Interesting, not seeing much of the foul there, but Travis gets one called on Yoshi. And Yoshi taps his head like he knows maybe he didn't handle that well. And the deficit cut to 16 points. And that'll be it. Nope, Williams battling away, but not able to corral the rebound. Size. Ball knocked away. He gets on the floor for it, but it's going to be Williams that picks it up, and now a chance to break. Seiya Ando the lob, and Travis not able to flush it. Good hustle and good signs early here for SHIMANE. They're playing a little bit faster, a little bit quicker to the basketball. Travis, nowhere to go. He's hemmed in. Now he turns, puts it up. Very tough shot. One that he could probably make, but ALVARK Tokyo could not have defended that any better. Tanaka goes right in. Spurned the use of the backboard. Doesn't matter because Seba's size is there for the offensive rebound and putback to take the advantage back up to 18 points. Ando, well short. And Taylor just grabs it before it goes out of bounds. That's Akabe. Bounce pass back to Size. Will it be another three-pointer for him? Yes, it will. Seba Size. 3 for 4 from three-point range. What a shooting performance for the Spaniard, the Spanish international. And now Size gets up and takes it away from Perrin Buford. Now quickly, Tanaka. Boy, Buford has just been completely ineffective today. Here he is again. And the great hands by Size. And then quickly up to Tanaka. And the ALVARK Tokyo fans must be absolutely on their feet in the big city as they watch their team maintain a firm grip on proceedings. Well, Williams came over to help out defensively, but then he didn't box out. And then Size, who had that offensive rebound and put back, just is so confident taking his three-point shot. You look at the top player for Chiba Jets in last year's B.LEAGUE finals. So even though he wasn't there for the ride with ALVARK Tokyo when they won their first 2 B.LEAGUE titles, he most certainly has a title-winning experience, and that's one of the reasons why he's so valuable to this team. What a performance by that man right there. I mean, Pavicevic really putting an exclamation mark on his abilities as a coach to get his team ready to play today. He won't be fishing for compliments. He just wants results. But if they come out and they win decisively today, he will definitely be getting some compliments. But I'm sure they'll be falling on deaf ears because he'll just be focusing on game 3. There's still time for SHIMANE to turn this thing around. Ando for 3. And just a bit static, not a lot of movement for SHIMANE there. And again, with Perrin Buford just being a complete non-factor today. No points, 0-5 from the floor. 5 turnovers. You wonder about SHIMANE, where they are as a team right now. Size has it taken away by Williams. He gets it back, puts it up and in. Boy, Size playing like an all-star again today. He has been outstanding. He's got 16 points already. Buford. Travis. And Travis tries to score, going up with that left hand, that jump hook. Taylor trips up as he gets into the lane by Shirahama. Astonishing. Every time you look at that score, you can hardly believe it. And good hands by Shirahama as the crowd tries to roar their team back into this contest. And coming in from the left corner, Tanaka not able to get that one to drop. And Buford over to Travis, doesn't hesitate. And Osakabe rebounds his miss. Jump hook, Sides missing, gets it back, puts it up, and he's fouled on the putback. Wow. Well, they split their 2 regular season encounters. And today it is one-way traffic, and for ALVARK Tokyo fans, it is a beautiful thing. For SHIMANE, just goes to show how confidence is a fragile thing. And they did not come out, it appears, at least in the second quarter, with the right frame of mind, because they just have not been able to slow down this ALVARK Tokyo team today. It is impressive. 56-29. And Size completes the 3-point play. And it's not all on one player. I mean, it's not to say that, this is Perrin Buford's fault, but when your best player is Perrin Buford and he hasn't been able to come out and do anything, it is indicative of your team's struggles. Here he goes. He hasn't scored, gets rid of it, over to K. Kanemaru back to Buford for 3, and finally gets a 3-pointer to drop. Ando comes in, lays it up and in. Kanemaru lets it fly. And Saiz, who's going to have a monster game today when this thing is all over. He's got 18 points, 8 rebounds. Double team comes. Somebody's got to be open. Osakabe, nope. Taylor's going to shoot it. And the ball goes off of Buford's hands and out of bounds. Yoshi goes out. High fives all the way around. This team is going to be sleeping. Well, they're going to have probably go from a little bit of a party meal after this if they can hold on to this giant lead. But what they don't want to do is take their foot off the pedal. They want to keep playing hard and send a message out to Shimane that they are not going to roll over at all. They're not going to ease up. Ando steps to the right. Ando. Seiya Ando. Taylor not giving an inch. And Nick K, another three-pointer. And now a turnover. Kanemaru off target. And driving in and scoring is Osakabe, who has just been terrific. Buford goes in and Saiz just says, get it out of here. Now Osakabe quickly to the other end. Gets it to Saiz. Buford slow down the court. Drive and laying it up and in. And what a terrific finish from Ando. I don't think anybody in their right mind could have predicted that this game would unfold the way that it has today, judging or looking back at how game one went. But what this ALVARK Tokyo team has shown today is that they have the heart of a champion. They have battled back with renewed focus, renewed vim and vigor, intensity, determination, a refuse to lose attitude, a refuse to bow out early attitude. They got punched in the mouth in game one, and they have come back swinging in this one. It has been an awesome display. And not just by one or two players, by everybody that's gotten minutes today, by Luka Pavicevic. The coach has done an outstanding job. It really has to be stressed how this team has been able to bounce back today. And now the drive, and Alex Kirk, who looks okay. Shirahama, or rather Abe, fouled. So Abe takes his time and makes the first. I mean, even trailing 64-36. they could go on a 20-0 run and still be down by several points. I mean, that is the mountain they have to climb at this stage. You know, probably most people watching this would think they've got 2 chances of coming back. Slim and none. And Slim just left town. It is looking grim for Shimane in game 2. ALVARK Tokyo, meanwhile, wanting to just go ahead and put this thing on ice. They want to slam the door shut, if in fact they haven't already. Tanaka drives in. Kirk going for the offensive rebound, and he is fouled by Travis. I think these Shimane fans watching this can't quite believe what's happened. And probably even Paul Henare. And again, Alex Kirk. Makes the first. He has been a huge part of what this team has done today. Led him in scoring at halftime. Here he is coming out, getting a couple more free throws. Right now, Shimane need to start playing. They're just playing better basketball. They need to get the feel-good factor back. Thea Ando. For 3. Good. That's a bit more like it. And cuts it back to a 26-point deficit. Tough drive. Osakabe's not going to make that one. And with the way he's played today, you wouldn't be surprised. And Seiya Ando over to K. And he tried to lob it into Travis. It was well guarded. Now Abe, and Travis was fouled by Tanaka. So timeout has been called with 1:24 remaining in this third quarter. No, not a timeout, excuse me. A technical foul, bizarrely. So I need to confirm that. Once I have it, I'll let you know who the technical was on. It's hard to understand how you can get a technical. Why we would be so angry up 26 points to get a technical. But look at Pavicevic. He is not letting up at all. I'll say Ando hitting that three-pointer. Speaking of Seiya Ando, he has got 8 points, 9 for Nick K, 13 for Reed Travis, 2 for Abe, 3 for Kanemaru. But Perrin Buford's off game today has been the big story. Although you have to give credit to ALVARK Tokyo, the way they have defended him today, not giving anything away cheaply. So it was a bench technical foul is what it was. So the technical foul was called on that ALVARK Tokyo bench. So I don't know if it was one of the coaches, but certainly somebody said something. And now ALVARK Tokyo come out and force SHIMANE into a turnover. And if he had any here, that would certainly put some gray ones on there for Paul Hinari. You simply cannot be trailing by 25 points and turn it over that cheaply. So Abe whistled for the foul. So he was holding Ando. And Ando makes the first. And misses the second. Catches the inbounds pass. Oh boy, dribbles it out of bounds. He's hardly put a foot wrong today. I'm sure his coach will forgive him for that. Ando gets it to Travis. Kanemaru just looking for a little bit of space to launch one. It's going to be K instead. He comes out a little bit long with that three. Gets it back, puts it up, and again short. And a good hustle, Seiya Ando. Another three attempt, and finally they get it to go. Seiya Ando, who now has 11 points. And the deficit cut back to 23 points. Nice. Good rebound. Back. Baranski whips it over to Kojima. And Genki Kojima drills it. And Reed Travis loses sight of how much time is on the clock right at the end. And Kojima, with that shot, makes it a 69-44 lead. So that was a two-pointer, not a three. 69-44 as ALVARK Tokyo outscore their opponents 24-17 in the quarter. So Kojima hitting that three-pointer. Genki Kojima. And again, if this does go to a game 3 like it appears it will, unless there's an incredible comeback, which is not out of the realm of possibility, but I would say it's unlikely. That game will tip off tomorrow at 19:05 local time here at the Matsui City Gymnasium. Seiya Ando, who had such a great game 1, trying to come to life here, come to the fore. He's got 11 points, 13 for Reed Travis, 9 for Nick Kay. Reed Travis, though, had 11 of his 13 points in the first quarter. Both of those players starting the fourth on the bench. And I suppose, in a way, Coach Hinari also has to weigh up, the issue of rest. How much energy do you want to expend trying to come back today, knowing you got to come back out tomorrow, potentially? Meanwhile, Baranski in the game, getting some minutes, driving in, and Alex Kirk rebounds, puts it up and in. He has just been terrific. 17 points, 5 rebounds, and Kirk with a chance to go to 18. And just nobody in there to block his shot. Kitagawa in the game, Goto in the game, Abe, Kosaka, and Nick Kay. And it's almost kind of the realization for Hinari that, well, do I want to... Oh. So into the lane too early, so it's going to get another attempt. Hey, Kirk is the kind of player you love when he's on your team, but you probably don't like very much when he's the opponent. And he shows that shooting motion right at the end. 28 points is the lead. And with a lot of the backups on the court, along with Nick Kay, who actually came off the bench today. Kay trying to post up on Alex Kirk. And the foul called on Kirk. So also checking into the game, number 33 for ALVARK Tokyo, Reiju Sasakura, the point guard. Size backs up, goes up, and the bump and the foul called. That is a very difficult matchup for Kosaka. Trying to stop Size, who's done most of his damage from three-point range today. He's got 20 points. In fact, if you're wondering how much damage he has done from three-point range, Size is 3 of 5, so 9 of his 21 points have come from behind the arc. Now he's going to go out. And checking in is Hiraiwa. So I think also Coach Pavicevic perhaps looking at managing minutes as well for some of his players. Interesting to see how long Kirk remains out. Great defense from Boransky over to Genki Kojima. Kojima dancing around. Puts it up. Goto. And off the back of the rim, and nice follow from Abe. Great chance for all of these players, other than Kay, who's already demonstrated his worth. And great chance for these SHIMANE players to earn some more minutes down the road. And that was a good job taking the charge. Kitagawa. So Kitagawa brings it up the floor. Abe over, and okay, battling back outside to Abe. And Baranski gets the basketball. It'll be interesting to see what, if anything, in terms of starting lineups, rotation, that Hinari does tomorrow. Sweet play by the man that just checked into the game, Sasakura, using the glass, and it's a 31-point advantage. K for three. And if the margin stays like this, it is going to send shockwaves around Japan. Japanese basketball. ALVARK Tokyo maybe finding their best form at the most important time of the season. But again, it's just one game, and you never know from one game to the next what we're going to get, as we already know from this quarterfinal series. SHIMANE looked really good in game one, but today the shoe has been on the other foot. So another timeout has been called. And the dump down low as play resumes. K misses down low, and Baranski saves it in bounds. Uriah out on the perimeter. And a lob to Hiraiwa. Sasakura. Here comes K. And they battle away for the basketball, turn it right back over, not able to score. 4 minutes into the final quarter, and ALVARK Tokyo closing in on a very impressive victory. Uriah travels Crowd's still into it, but I think they know the game is up as the pass goes down low. Cage just kind of bulls his way in there. Looked like Hirayo, or rather Baranski, was hoping that a charge was going to be called. Cage comes up and commits the foul. And raises his finger as he goes up to help Kojima up. Genki Kojima. Shirahama checks back into the game, and really kind of you get the feeling it's kind of a shell-shocked Shimane today. We're going to have to digest what happened, look back, but I think as you look at Hirayo going into the score, I think the main issue has been intensity and focus, and then some championship winning confidence that this ALVARK Tokyo team has. When you look at some of the championship winners in that team that have come out and played well today, not just Tanaka and Kirk, but also Scythe, who played so well last year for Chiba Jets. Terrific turn and make. And boy, they are just rolling to a decisive Game 2 victory. They are obliterating Shimane. Another timeout has been called. Tokyo fans thrilled, sending messages back home. We're going to get a big win today. The best thing you could say right now about Shimane is this is not a decider. They have still got some life, but all of the momentum firmly with this ALVARK Tokyo team. But the other thing that you'd have to say about Shimane is they've got the fans, and they will need to come out in full voice and try to lift their spirits in Game 3. 4:45 remaining in this one, and 81-48, the lead for ALVARK Tokyo. And as you can see with Rossiter smiling, laughing over there on the sidelines, the feel-good factor has returned for ALVARK Tokyo. What a performance by Pavicevic. No surprise that he's been able to get his team ready to play. Maybe the biggest thing, when they were trailing 20-18, that impressive second quarter. And I wonder if Reed Travis needed to be in the game sooner. He did have 11 first quarter points after 7.5 minutes. And Urawa gets in the way of Goto. So 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass. And good finish from Posaka. Ball goes off of Hiraiwa. Players get on the ground for the ball. Here comes Shimane. Bounce pass, and again another play and another basket for that man right there, number 22, Kosaka, and he is fouled. So again, you talk about players that might have a chance to earn some more playing time. I'm not sure that it'll be in crunch time tomorrow, but anything this man can do to help his case, get some more minutes. Needs to play well here when he gets the chance. He does not convert the three-point play. So under 4 minutes remaining. $29-point advantage for ALVARK Tokyo. Turn around in the lane, and it's good. Well, he's been impressive since he came into the game, Sasakura. Kitagawa. Goto. And missing it was Kitagawa. Kojima. Shot clock down to 5. And Baranski misses. Look at him stay after the basketball. Impressive. Offensive rebound and putback by Sasakura. So timeout called as we look at the replay of Sasakura's putback. So all smiles over on the bench of ALVARK Tokyo. But what they can't do is lose their focus. Here they are passing it around. Shimane. And goal interference will be called. Sakura brings it across midcourt. And the ball tapped by Goto. But a foul has been called on Kosaka. Kojima for three. Good. Inky Kojima. Don't think that ALVARK Tokyo are going to get to 100 today. I think they would have had they left their starters out longer. And they're passing it well. Goto from the right. And offensive rebound. And a foul called with 1:51 remaining. So Kosaka goes to the line where he just missed a free throw. And doesn't make a mistake this time. But a little long there, rattles out. Baranski, his pass to the corner to Sasakura. Almost didn't get there. Here he is spinning. Goes off 1 foot. And there for the rebound and follow, Hiraiwa. And good defense, rim protection from ALVARK Tokyo. Leading at 90-55, 1:10 remaining, with game 3 coming right up tomorrow. And Baranski misses his first free throw with 1:04 remaining. As ALVARK Tokyo close in on a decisive victory. Takes it up to a 36-point lead. Good drive by Shirahama. He's fouled, so he will get free throws. Well, there's many stories, many layers to the disappointment today for this Shimane team. But the one good thing is it's only one loss, and they still have some life, so they can turn this thing around tomorrow. You look back at Paris Buford, you can't imagine him having another performance like he played today. Just 3 points, 1 of 7 from the floor. I would expect him to come out and play better. And Baranski goes down in a little bit of pain. Baranski playing a lot of minutes here in mop-up time, and more than 17 minutes, or right around 17 minutes. He misses the first. 1 of 4 from the floor today, 3 points, but an impressive 9 rebounds to go with that. Beautiful bounce pass. They swing it. Goto. Boransky, double digits in rebounds. So that'll be it. ALVARK Tokyo. Who would have thunk it? Not only did they come back and win, but they won in convincing fashion. This thing was all but over halfway through the third quarter, and they claim a momentum-seizing victory here in enemy territory, hostile territory, 91-57. ALVARK Tokyo win it over SHIMANE SUSANOO Magic. So the ALVARK Tokyo fans, the happiest bunch in the building other than the players themselves. All smiles. And Pavicevic goes and has words with Hinare. He says, guess what? We'll get to do this all over again tomorrow. Osakabe coming out. And again, plenty of happiness for ALVARK Tokyo's players as they go off the court. But let's go down to the hardwood and hear from some of the players and Coach Paul Hinare.
Thank you so much for your support the last 2 days. Obviously, we wanted to finish today. We wanted to close out the series. We didn't quite do that, but we appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing you here tomorrow night in a knockout game, closeout game, do or die. The support you guys give us, the encouragement you guys give us, we're going to need all of that tomorrow night. 今日しっかり締めて、結果を今日で終わらすことだったんですけど、残念ながらちょっとそれが届かずですね、このような結果になってしまったと思います。ただ2日間の皆さんのサポートを非常に素晴らしく、勇気づけられました。ただもう1試合、明日、まさに、
ルカヘッドコーチ、解説の僕と申します。聞こえてますでしょうか。
Can you hear us?
ルカヘッドコーチ、
聞こえてます。
はい、解説の僕と申します。よろしくお願いします。まずは本日の勝利おめでとうございます。ゲーム1からの見事なカムバックでマストウィンゲームの今日を取りました。
ありがとう。
特に2クォーターが素晴らしかったと思うんですが、ゲーム全体を振り返って良かった部分を教えていただけますか。
So big games are done in the season when you play for the getting in the playoff or get in the position in the playoff. This is above big game. This is for us. It was a do or die game, and I'm glad that we came on strong and smart, and that we pushed the series into final do or die game tomorrow.
はい、我々にとっても非常にレギュラーシーズンとまた違うプレーオフという形でビッグゲームでした。我々は今日負けたら後がありませんので、このような形の、崖っぷちのゲームで非常に強い戦いをして、それと、賢く堅実にプレーした結果、このような形で1勝1敗という、シリーズにできることができました。
はい、前日リバウンドの部分で島根に大きなアドバンテージを与えながら今日の試合で素晴らしいファイトで、その数実に49本島根からリバウンドを奪いました。チームとして意識した部分教えていただけますか。
So Shimane is a talented group of players individually. They have a really good and open game for those individuals, but before a team gets into competition, it needs to stop the rebound and it needs to stop the fast break, which is not easy. and that was our two major goals. Coming in the last game, we couldn't do it. And then on this game, we were much better, and it helped us establish the competition.
はい、島根というチームは非常に能力の高い、得点能力の高い選手が揃っているチームですので、その中でポゼッションを与えてしまいますと、やはり、点数につながる、可能性が非常に高いですので、島根の特徴としましてはやはりオフェンスリバウンドが強く、それと速攻ファーストブレイクで、点数を取ってくるチームですね。そこをいかに我々止めるかというところが、昨日のゲーム1の反省で今日のゲーム2の課題でした。それはしっかりと今日はできた結果、このような形で、勝利できたと思います。
はい、オフェンス面なんですが、前日ピックアンドロールの中のショートロールでのペリメーターのショットなかなか決まらなかった部分もあって、今日はピックアンドポップでスリーポイントをサイズ選手が決めるシーンも3本ほどあったと思うんですが、そのあたりオフェンス面で変更した部分はありますか？
Offensively, yesterday we had a lot of pick and roll with the guards pulling up shots, and unfortunately it wasn't sticking in. But today a lot of more pick and pop, and Sebastian had a couple of open looks from the outside. What do you think about our pop game?
I mean, Shimane is usually choosing a more aggressive defense, like step-out defense. But both times we played, even the one in last year, at the beginning of the season, they went into this containing defense, which allows guards to pull up and which allows big men to shoot. Yesterday, we really missed a lot of these good shots, and what we came back for is for the same shots, just with a bigger determination and with a connection to the defensive rebound and transition defense. So this is what Shimane was giving us, and this is what we were trying to take yesterday and today. Obviously two different results.
はい、島根さんのピックアンドロールのディフェンスのカバーレッジなんですけども、通常であればもっともっと、ビッグマンが出てきたアグレッシブに、出てくる、カバーレッジなんですけども、昨年もありましたけども、昨日もそうですがビッグマンが下がっている傾向がありましたので、そのカバーレッジを、向こうは選択しましたので、かなり我々もガード陣のところがオープニングがありました。昨日はそのオープニングシュートを決めることができなかったんですけども、今日のゲーム2に関しましては、空いていれば思い切って打つ、そういった気持ちで、全員を送り出しましたので、昨日と今日、この確率が、差があったと思いますので、今日は本当にいい形で、我々のオフェンス組み立て、いいオープンシュートを決めることができてよかったと思います。
はい、最後になります。明日、この素晴らしいゲーム2の後ですが、最後のゲーム3待ち構えます。連勝をつかみセミファイナルに進むため重要になるポイントを教えていただけますか？
The keys stay the same. As a team keys, we need to protect the rebound and transition. And then as an individual keys, we need to stop their main individuals, like Seiya, like Buford. And then personalities like Kanamaru, like Travis, Kay, Williams, etc. So we have two main collective keys, and we have different individual goals, and this is going to come back on the test tomorrow evening.
はい、キーポイントはこのシリーズかけて全く変わりません。やはり先ほども言いましたけど、リバウンドのところが非常に強いですので、いかにリバウンドのバトルで我々が上回ること、あと速攻で走られないことですね。この2つがチームとしての、約束事でキーポイントです。それと、1対1、個々のディフェンスをいかに相手の、得点が原因である選手を抑えるか、安藤聖也、ビフォード選手、金丸選手、トラビス・リード、ニック・ケイ選手とウィリアムズ選手、このような個々のインディビジュアルの1対1のディフェンスをしっかりと守りきった後、チームのディフェンスでカバーしてから、我々らしい戦いしてディフェンス面からもう一度明日入って、チャンピオンシップのセミファイナルに駒を進めたいと思います。
はい、素晴らしいカムバックでの勝利おめでとうございます。ありがとうございました。
Thank you all so much. ありがとうございます。
Well, that was a fascinating interview. Just told it like it was. Needed to control the boards, the rebounds, needed to stop the transition play of Shimane. And, of course, that was collectively what they had to do. And then they had to really home in and hone in and stop the likes of Buford. Let's
瀬
listen
尾
to
さん、
Seba
選手
Saif.
解説の僕と申します。よろしくお願いします。まずは本日の勝利おめでとうございます。
Thank you. It was a tough game.
サイズ選手の、自身のゲームを振り返って、今日、私が見るに本当にスリーポイント5分の3と、他の数字も素晴らしいんですが、中でもそのポップアウトからのショット効果的に決めたことが島根を非常に苦しめたと思うんですが、そのあたりどうですか？
Coming out of yesterday, that was a tough day shooting. I just saw the video and I thought it was open and I just took the shots. I've been working on it all year. I believe in the job that I put on, and I knew I need to make those shots, for the team to win. So they went in, and I'm just happy I did it.
はい、昨日に関しましてはやはりシュートがなかなか思うように入らなかった、個人でも、チームでも入らなかったんですけども、1年通してから練習の成果が、このような大事な試合に出て本当に良かったと思います。もっともっとオープニングでのシュートであれば積極的に狙って、どんどん、シュートを決めて、あとはディフェンスリバウンドでチームに貢献していきたいと思います。
はい、今日本当に負けたらシーズン終了になってしまう、そんな一戦だったんですが、どんなメンタリティーでゲームに臨まれましたか？
It was, as you say, do or die. I'm just proud of all the guys that they came out so hard today. Osa, Suto, and Daike, they did a fantastic job, stopping Seiya, Kanemaru, and those guys out there, they did a fantastic job playing. We got to do the same thing tomorrow. Alex came back, did a great job today, too. He played really hard after, being injured for a couple of weeks. So that's the way that we have to do it to be able to win these games. We know it's the end of the season. If you lose, you go home, and we're just giving it our all. So I'm really proud of the guys.
はい、やはり、今日負けたら後がないという、ゲームでしたので、やはり、選手全員自分も含めまして、とにかく意地を見せてアルバルクらしいプレーをすることを心がけました。それをしっかりと答えてくれました。キャプテンの田中大輝、アレックスも怪我から復帰して非常にいい活躍をしたと思います。明日もこのようなメンタリティで入らないと、次にアドバンスできないと思いますので、しっかりとそこを修正してから、全力で戦っていきたいと思います。
はい、最後になりますが、東京から、ファンの方もたくさん、応援を送っていると思います。なかなか会場に来れない方も多いと思うんですが、その方たちに一言メッセージをお願いします。
Thank you to all the fans that came to the game. Thank you for all the fans watching from the TV. We really feel your support. We're going to get one more win tomorrow. We're going to the semifinals. So, ありがとうございます, our thanks.
はい、会場に来てくださったファンの皆さん、そして、テレビで観戦してくれているファンの皆さん、本当に、応援ありがとうございます。ここで全力で戦って、明日何が何でも勝ってセミファイナルに、進みたいと思いますので、引き続き、熱い応援よろしくお願いします。
サイ選手ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
All smiles from Seba Saif and the ALVARK Tokyo contingent. Wouldn't say as many smiles from Coach Pavicevic because he realizes he's only 2/3 of the way through this showdown with Shimane with the decisive game tomorrow. So yesterday they tried to do some of the same things. They just weren't successful. And of course, shot making is always a huge part of it. But again, before the game today, as you look at the players when they were warming up, we just did not anticipate such a decisive win for ALVARK Tokyo. Probably most people were looking at this Shimane team as the team that was going to get a sweep. But Osakabe came out, didn't hesitate, taking his shot. More importantly, they were able to put the clamps on this guy and limit his contributions, Buford. And not only did they limit it, but sometimes they turned his mistakes into points. And then Kirk and Tanaka, just like Osakabe, kind of set the tone. Well, all of them set the tone for ALVARK Tokyo. Travis, he was good in the first quarter with 11 points. And I wonder if Paul Hanari might, if he could do it all over again, maybe if he just would have left him in the game, or perhaps not sat him down for as long, maybe brought him right back in after a quick breather, because Buford despite making a couple of passes, getting a few assists in the game, just was not as impactful from a scoring standpoint. And when a player is feeling it, you might want to ride it. Tanaka was just outstanding from start to finish. Kirk as well just had that irresistible desire. It wasn't going to be stopped. Perrin Buford, another turnover, leads to a fast break. Say Ando hit that three-pointer. Kanemaru wasn't as impactful either. They were able to get it inside to K for a dunk. And Nick K had 11 points. But Osakabe and co were just terrific. Osakabe coming out and having a great game today. 12 points, 2 of 4 from three-point range. And Ando coming off the bench and scoring 8 points as well. Travis started well enough in the second half, but it didn't take long before Scythe and ALVARK Tokyo just kind of got back in the flow, winning the battles on the boards, getting the loose balls, doing everything they need to do not to give Shimane any sense that they could come back. And that was the lone basket by Buford. Nick K hit a three. In fact, Nick K hit 2 threes. Osakabe was not just good shooting threes, but also driving to the basket. Ando taking his time and able to get to the line for an and one. Ando with 11 points today, following his 16-point game in game 1. So Ando was actually 3 of 5 from three-point range. But by the end of the game, it was just a huge win for ALVARK Tokyo. And again, as you can look at the stats and you can appreciate how they were able to do it from a rebounding standpoint, 21 more rebounds. And they, despite finishing with 1 less three-pointer, they just put the clamps defensively. Look at that, 18 more shots made inside the arc, just 29.4% shooting for Shimane. "26 points from the bench for Shimane versus 44 bench points for ALVARK Tokyo. 48 points in the paint for ALVARK to just 20 for Shimane. And points off turnovers, 14 for ALVARK Tokyo. And, 14 points for Shimane and 11 for ALVARK Tokyo. So Scythe finished with a game-high 21 points, 18 points for Alex Kirk, 12 for Osakabe. Reed Travis, 11 of his 13 points coming in the first quarter today, 11 for Seiya Ando, and 11 as well for Nick K. Then from a rebounding standpoint, Baranski had 10, Jordan Taylor 9, Scythe had 8, Say Ando and Nick K each with 5 rebounds, 4 for Williams. So, again, you've got Ryuka Golden Kings waiting for the winner of this series in the semifinals. Ryuka Golden Kings having dispatched Akita Northern Happiness, and this game 3 tomorrow in that bottom left of the quadrant will be played tomorrow. You saw the other side of the bracket, and now here is what's happening with the B2 playoffs. And it's all happening in Japanese basketball right now. So ALVARK Tokyo came out today with a big job to do, and they took care of business as they rolled to a 91-57 win over SHIMANE SUSANOO Magic. There was no magic for the home team today, but don't write them off. They've still got a chance to advance. Thanks for watching, everybody.